The Philippines, a nation of over 7,000 islands, boasts a history as rich and diverse as its stunning landscapes. Each island has its own unique story, contributing to the vibrant mosaic that is the Philippines. For centuries, this archipelago has been a crossroads of cultures, shaped by waves of migration, colonization, and revolution. The ancient trade routes brought not just goods but also ideas and traditions that melded into the local culture. Our journey through Philippine history begins long before the arrival of Western powers, with the first inhabitants who traversed the seas to call these islands home. These early settlers braved the vast ocean, bringing with them their customs and way of life. From these early settlers emerged a vibrant tapestry of indigenous cultures, each with their own unique traditions, beliefs, and ways of life. These communities thrived, developing rich cultural practices that are still celebrated today. These early Filipinos thrived on trade, navigating the vast Pacific Ocean to forge connections with neighboring lands like China, India, and the Indonesian archipelago. Trade was not just an economic activity but a cultural exchange that enriched their society. As centuries passed, powerful kingdoms and sultanates arose, leaving behind impressive architectural marvels and a legacy of seafaring prowess. These structures stand as a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the early Filipinos. Our exploration of Philippine history will take us through periods of Spanish and American colonization, eras marked by both progress and struggle. These colonial periods brought about significant changes influencing the country's culture, politics, and society. We'll witness the Filipinos' indomitable spirit as they fought for their right to self-determination, ultimately leading to the birth of the independent nation we know today. Their resilience and courage are celebrated in numerous festivals and commemorations. Join me as we delve into the fascinating story of the Philippines, a tale of resilience, transformation, and enduring cultural heritage. This journey will reveal the heart and soul of a nation that has withstood the test of time. Thousands of years ago, long before the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors, the islands we now call the Philippines were already teeming with life. These islands, with their rich biodiversity and strategic location, became a melting pot of various cultures and civilizations. Archaeological evidence suggests that the first humans arrived on these shores as early as 60,000 years ago, making their way across land bridges and by sea. These early inhabitants left behind a wealth of artifacts, providing a glimpse into their daily lives and survival strategies. These early settlers, known as the Negritos, were skilled hunters and gatherers who lived in harmony with nature. Their deep understanding of the land and its resources allowed them to thrive in various environments, from dense forests to coastal areas. Over time, waves of migration brought new groups of people to the archipelago. Each wave introduced new skills, traditions, and ways of life, enriching the cultural tapestry of the region. Austronesians, skilled seafarers and farmers, arrived from Southeast Asia around 4000 BC, bringing with them knowledge of agriculture, weaving, and metalworking. Their advanced techniques in boat building and navigation allowed them to establish trade routes and connect with distant lands. The arrival of these groups led to the development of distinct Filipino cultures, each with its own language, customs, and beliefs. These diverse communities coexisted, traded, and sometimes clashed, but ultimately contributed to a rich and varied cultural landscape. By the 10th century AD, trade was flourishing between the Philippine Islands and neighboring countries like China, Vietnam, and India. This exchange of goods also facilitated the exchange of ideas, technologies, and cultural practices. The discovery of the Laguna copperplate inscription dating back to 900 AD provides evidence of a sophisticated writing system and complex social structures existing during this period. This artifact is a testament to the advanced state of early Filipino societies. The inscription, written in an ancient script related to Sanskrit, also highlights the influence of Indian culture on the archipelago. This cultural exchange enriched the local traditions and introduced new religious and philosophical ideas. As trade networks expanded, so too did the influence of Islam, which arrived in the southern Philippines in the 14th century. Islamic traders and missionaries brought with them new religious practices, architectural styles, and cultural traditions. The Sultanate of Sulu, established in the 15th century, became a powerful force in the region, controlling trade routes and spreading Islamic faith and culture. The Sultanate's influence extended far beyond its borders, shaping the political and cultural landscape of the southern Philippines. By the time Ferdinand Magellan's ships arrived in 1521, the Philippine archipelago was a vibrant tapestry of diverse cultures, each with its own unique history, traditions, and beliefs. This rich cultural heritage laid the foundation for the complex and dynamic society that continues to thrive in the Philippines today. The year 1521 marked a turning point in Philippine history, with the arrival of Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer leading a Spanish expedition. This event was not just a mere landing, it was the beginning of a significant transformation for the archipelago. Magellan's arrival signaled the beginning of a new era, one that would see the archipelago drawn into the vast Spanish Empire and forever change the course of its history. The Spanish galleons, with their imposing presence, symbolized the dawn of colonial rule. Magellan's voyage, intended to circumnavigate the globe, landed him on the shores of Cebu, where he encountered the native chieftain, Lapu-Lapu. This meeting was a pivotal moment, as it set the stage for the ensuing conflict. A dispute over Magellan's attempt to convert the locals to Christianity led to the Battle of Mactan, where Magellan met his demise at the hands of Lapu-Lapu's forces. This battle was a significant event, highlighting the resistance of the native population against foreign domination. Despite Magellan's death, the Spanish crown remained determined to claim these islands for their own. The vision of expanding their empire and spreading Christianity drove them to continue their efforts. In 1565, Miguel López de Legazpi, a Spanish conquistador, arrived in Cebu and established the first permanent Spanish settlement in the Philippines. This marked the beginning of a more structured and sustained colonial presence. From this foothold, the Spanish gradually extended their control over the archipelago, encountering resistance from some native groups while forging alliances with others. These interactions were complex and often fraught with tension. The Spanish brought with them their language, Catholicism, and a new system of governance that would shape the Philippines for centuries to come. The influence of these changes is still evident in modern Filipino society. The Spanish established Manila as the capital of their colony, transforming it into a bustling center of trade and administration. Manila became a vital hub in the Spanish trade network, connecting Asia with the Americas and Europe. The construction of Intramuros, a walled city within Manila, served as a symbol of Spanish power and authority, housing government buildings, churches, and residences for the elite. This fortified city became the heart of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines. The arrival of Spanish missionaries, particularly the Augustinians, Franciscans, and Jesuits, led to the widespread conversion of Filipinos to Catholicism, a religion that would become deeply ingrained in the fabric of Filipino society. The legacy of these missionaries is still visible today in the Philippines' strong Catholic faith. In the late 19th century, the Philippines found itself at a pivotal moment. The call for independence grew louder, echoing through the archipelago. Leaders emerged, rallying the people to rise against colonial rule. It was a time of great courage and determination, as Filipinos from all walks of life united for a common cause. The cry for freedom was no longer a mere whisper, it had become a resounding roar, signaling the dawn of a new era. With the defeat of the Spanish, the Philippines found itself under a new colonizer. The United States, having won the Spanish-American War, took control of the archipelago. This marked the beginning of a new era, one filled with both promise and challenges. The Filipinos, who had long fought for independence, now faced a different kind of rule. The American period brought about significant changes in education, infrastructure, and governance, but it also came with its own set of struggles and resistance. Under American rule, the Philippines saw notable progress in various sectors. Education was expanded, with English becoming the medium of instruction. Infrastructure projects were initiated and public health measures improved the lives of many. However, this period was not without discord. The quest for independence continued, leading to the Philippine-American War, a conflict that brought immense suffering and loss. Despite the progress, the desire for self-governance remained strong among the Filipino people. After years of struggle and negotiation, the Philippines finally saw the dawn of independence on July 4, 1946. The country was now a sovereign nation, free to chart its own course. The challenges were immense. from rebuilding after World War II to establishing a stable government. Yet the spirit of the Filipino people shone brightly as they worked tirelessly to build a new nation. This period was marked by a sense of hope and determination as the Philippines took its place on the world stage. As the Philippines moved forward, it faced numerous challenges and opportunities. The journey of nation-building was far from over. Economic development, political stability, and social progress became the focal points of the nation's agenda. The resilience and ingenuity of the Filipino people continued to drive the country toward a brighter future. Today, the Philippines stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of its people, ever ready to face the future with hope and determination.